Aekon Star Elohai. I I am a very special person. I feel like I want to say specific. I don't want to say special. I just want to say specific. I want to say that I've been noticing things for a while now. I've been told things for a while now. I have adjusted and experienced and integrated and manifested and built blocks, built almost like a whole city, a whole empire, a whole like connection to this other world. I feel like this other I don't want to say dimension, but like because it feels like very much like dimensions just sort of constantly falling on top of each other to me, what I've noticed personally. But it seems like what I am trying to do, what I need to do now, what I feel like my soul, my spirit is trying to get me to adjust to understand more is I need to build community. I need to build community. I need to find and be more open to providing a space to talk to others who are having a similar experience to mine. That's why I'm saying not special but specific. Like, because I feel like special might add, like, I don't want this to be, wow, you can do these things so you think you're better than other people, or you have experiences this so you think you're something above. That's not what this is. And that's not what I'm trying to attract. So saying that as a stop. uh, but what I am trying to attract, what I am trying to see, why I'm trying to say Bunny Coven, like a community, a space, is because I feel like the divine spirit, the higher consciousness, whatever you want to call it, God, life itself, energy, source, whatever you call it, I think it's wanting to experience itself in a new way that is more intelligent and is more truthful and is more honest and is more apparent. And honestly, I'm gonna throw it out there, I feel like it's just more magical. It's what we were being told was not real, or like fairy tale land, or like just like psychotic, maybe demonic in some cases because of religious trauma, whatever. Like it's these things that may sound crazy, woo, it's like, yes, it's like the 5D new earth thing. It's very it's very much that. I'm saying it like that because even that, like, for some people might have distaste, might have like, because you might not resonate with that, but you still might be resonating with a similar experience that I'm having. So that's why I'm trying to open up the space. I want to say, like, it's almost like it feels very like a new heaven. Like it feels like I know that that word might not be understood as gratefully as I intended to be, but I'm trying to create a dynamic in which we feel comfortable and safe doing this, and by showing up for ourselves, we're showing up for each other and everyone who comes in the end or before, like however it ends up being connected. Because I don't think it's just like if this is time, I don't think it's going like this. Like I don't think it's just going like in a straight line necessarily, because again, I feel like the dimensions are just like collapsing. Like they have like certain points in which they collapse in, and like some of us are experiencing that in a way that we can like tell, that we can absolutely tell. And then it makes you wonder like, what is me? What am I? What is a soul? What is the body? Is there anything that's different? Is consciousness different? Is it separate from the vessel, from the host? What is that? It's like 3 or 4 in the morning. It's probably about 4 now. I feel kind of wide awake, but I don't know, I just wanted to come on here and open up the space. And maybe this is confusing for some, and maybe that means you're in the space but you don't understand. Like, again, like it's like I had the vision right before I started doing this video of like a seed, just a straight up seed, like a big ass seed, just like big, being put into the ground. And what was said to me was love. Love. Love is the truth. Love is the way. Love is the word. Love is like the like golden key. The fucking like secret password is love. But by seeing it, my next thought when that was given to me was, okay, like, is it not ready yet though? Like, if we're putting the seed in, right, it's gonna go into the dark. We're just gonna have to let it grow. Like, I don't know what's coming next. I saw 611 when I saw that, and to me 611 is confirmation from the universe. Like, it's like an angel number for me. Like, keep going. You're on the right sign to have a revelation and understanding, the divine connection, the spirit, it's communicating, the consciousness is communicating. So what I'm saying is, I think this is literally the beginning. This is the beginning. That's why I'm making this video, because this is a true beginning. Like, right now, right here, right now, right here is the beginning. Like, love, what my understanding of love is, unconditional love especially, and my understanding of other people and souls, and love on like every layer that it can be expressed and experienced, and why it holds such weight, such gravity, such purpose, such protection, such magnetic energy here on this earth plane. Like, why it does that. My understanding about that is about to start growing. Like, spirit has given me confirmation that the seed is planted, and I don't think I'm the only one. I don't think I'm the only one getting this confirmation. That's why I feel like me doing this video is a synchronicity for some of us. A specific crowd. And it's not to be like, oh, like, we're better. It's just like, some people aren't even like trying to experience this. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, some people are not trying to experience this. Some people don't want to. They don't want to. And it may be because they're scared. Maybe because they think it's stupid. They think it's like overthinking, overanalyzing. They think it's like coming up with like random shit that shouldn't go together. Like, it's the type of people who don't believe, just in general. Just like, straight up, it's usually people who just don't have faith. And it's completely understandable. It's completely understandable. I also want that to be heard. Because we've been living in a society for so long that has like worshipped like logical left brain science, but like sorry, but I think it's silly. I think it's silly personally, and I know other people are starting to wake up and also feel the same way, that that's silly. That's not all that this life is. That's not all the truth is. Sometimes truth cannot be proven the same way that we're used to, the same way that we're told is successful, and it's a completion of degree of understanding, I want to say. Like, but Bunny Coven. When I say Bunny Coven, what I'm saying is family. What I'm saying is connection, consciousness, collective. What I'm saying is collective consciousness energy, communicating, synchronizing, aligning together, purposefully, out of pure intention, out of love. Something I was like thinking about is, I've been in such a extremely beautiful position to have such freedom of time and have like security in multiple ways right now. It's been like this for months, and something that keeps like bothering me though is like I keep getting caught up and thinking like I'm not successful because my success can't be defined by like traditional terms of like, oh, I'm getting like constant income 9 to 5, or like I already have this many followers, blah 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 blah. People listen to my music this much because blah 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 and share it and blah, blah, blah. Just like dumb shit. Like, just like I'm saying dumb, but it holds a weight for a lot of us. Like things that like like we feel like we need a college degree, like these types of things, right? But I've been on a very specific timeline, a very specific path. And what I'm noticing is like, given this time, all I want to do is like devote, like just like do devotion, like dedicate my time to like consciousness, to like expanding myself, but also like finding new ways to develop power. Like when I say power, I mean like straight up like developing like things like telekinesis, like psychic abilities, like spirit communication, mediumship. Like I really wave like like manifestation, like understanding how to really level up, like what is going past the words that we know now, like things like that. Like I asked very big questions. Like earlier if we're on the topic of love, earlier I was asking like, is there something beyond love? Like, is like if this dimension, whatever this is, whatever we're experiencing, this density that we're experiencing, if we know like love to be our highest thing, like it seems to be a common things in a lot of religious like spiritual teaching, like love, a higher vibration of love. If we know that here, but I'm like, what, like I feel like for me personally, I'm just like, I feel like there's even more. Like I feel like there's even more to be experienced. And like I feel like because I'm even having these thoughts, it's proof that there's more to be experienced. But again, I want to go back to the image I got, the download earlier I got of the seed of love being planted in the soil. I saw 12:11 when I said that. So specific. I just feel like there's so much to look forward to. There's so much to look forward to. And I know it's hard to see that for so many reasons. And there's so many reasons why some of you may feel trapped, like what the fuck, dude? How is this gonna get better? But there's something like, there's something shining at the like there's something ready to, thank you for the little jingle confirmation. There's something ready to just fucking like Christmas, like fucking just like surprise you, like with how joyous, how jubilant, how revealing, how relaxing, how comforting, how supportive, how beyond love. I don't know what is beyond love, but I just feel like something is ready. Something is getting ready, but it's something that cannot be forced. I think that's why it was important to see it as a seed going in the soil, because the seed's just gonna grow, right? The plants are just gonna grow. Like if I do the right thing, if I give them the water, make sure they get the sun, they're just gonna grow. I can't force them to grow 10 times faster. Go slower. Not necessarily, like I don't have full control over that, right? But so I think that's what this is. This is going to be a journey of patience, of time, of devotion. And I'm ready for it. Some things I've been experiencing. I'm gonna go back to the telekinesis. Like I've noticed like more people are starting to try and practice, and you should. It's like, why not? But it's also something to keep in mind is like, some of you think there might be like a blueprint, like I want to say deadline for some reason, but we're gonna jump. We're gonna say like directions of how to do a certain ability, or how to be a certain way, like how to be a master, an ascended master in a certain way. Okay, but it's so deeply rooted in yourself, in your own energy, in the source coming through you, in you, already embodied in your fucking DNA, that you can't always expect it to be like, oh, I just have to do 1, 2, 3 and it's gonna happen this way. Some of you, it might literally just happen by accident, and I feel like you'll realize how like gratifying that can be too. because yes, you can put a lot of effort in practicing telekinesis. Let's keep going with telekinesis. One way, like let's say you use foil, and the next day you decide, oh wait, maybe I should try to use crystals instead. And I saw 1511 when I saw that, and it keeps like going. It keeps working that way. Like you keep doing trial and error, but you find certain things are just like naturally going to start working better, while others of you are just like, you don't have to do anything. You were just sitting there. You weren't even like thinking like like you were thinking, like you weren't thinking about like the fact that you're about to do telekinesis is what I'm saying. Like you weren't setting yourself up in that way to do it, but you were naturally able to do it, so it was just like coming out. Does that make sense? I hope so. What else have I been experiencing spiritually? Dreams have been interesting because you can heal in dreams. You can experience and get straight up like confirmation and like psychic like, I want to say psychic nods, like, hey, like someone throwing you a bone, like giving you like an extra token, a ticket. I think I'm using this language to emphasize like this is kind of like golden information that your dreams can provide for you, can do for you. Like you go to sleep, you're not just sleeping, bro. You're not just sleeping. Especially if you are remembering them and you're seeing recurring things, or you're always in the same space, even though it doesn't look the same, but you know you're like in the same like world or something. Like you're in the same storyline, like you're in the same like universe of characters. Like maybe one night you're like Scooby-Doo 1 and one night you're Scooby-Doo 2, but it's still Scooby-Doo. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? But it's like going further into that. It's like, okay. I feel like that is like evidence that we have like some type of like soul, like some type of like something conscious that lives on beyond the vessel of this. For me personally, that's just proof. It just feels like divine truth to me. Like it's just like, but I feel like there's more to it, is the thing. Like there's more to that story, and that's like, this is why it's the beginning. Synchronicities wise, like I've always seen synchronicities all day long. It's been like this over a year now, just synchronicities all day long. And I know I know when to act on them. I know when it's just confirmation. I know when it's like actual conversation between me and consciousness. Sometimes I have like, I want to talk about something. I want to confess something. I want to talk about something. I want to confess something. I want to talk about something. I want to confess something. I want to talk about something. I want to confess something. Okay, so like, I was watching The Truman Show for the first time, like 2 or 3 days ago, right? Because I kept feeling like I needed to watch it. Like it was like one of those like recurring like things. Like people were like, you should watch The Truman Show. It would come up and like each and like, no, The Truman Show. And I'm like, what is this Truman Show? Okay, so it's a movie, and if you haven't seen the movie, maybe I need to spoil it to explain what I'm talking about. But in the movie, basically the main character Truman doesn't know he's in a show this entire time. He doesn't know he's in the show this entire time. He doesn't know he's being watched, and that everything is going a certain way for the show to keep going, right? Okay. So I'm talking about this because 3 years ago, I had this very extreme spiritual experience. I feel like it was my first, no, it was my first like really like conscious like spiritual experience. Like I could come back with enough information after like being, I want to say like a trance state. Okay, and it started off like a cartoon. when it began. Everything was white, and then it was like white, but then it became like golden rays. But it was like a cartoon, like very 2D, right? Okay, stick with me. To me, that felt like an opening. It felt like source. It felt like God being like, "Hello, it's time. Hello, it's time." And then after that is when Ganesh appeared. And if you don't know who Ganesh is a Hindu god. He would be Shiva and Parvati's son. He's the one with the elephant head. Okay? I was raised Christian. I was raised, we went to like Baptist and like Pentecostal church like my whole life. Like I didn't know anything about Hinduism, right? This is the first specific Devi? Is that the word? That Hindus use for, forgive me, I am ignorant. This is what I'm saying. I am ignorant, but it was significant that I was ignorant, okay? But Ganesha was there, and it was a greeting. It was like, hello, like, open the door. Like, it was like the true beginning for me consciously, okay? The next thing that happened, there's like more gods behind Ganesh, but then they're explaining to me that I am a god, but I'm not the god. Does that make sense? Like they were like, you're not you're not like the prime creator, but you are source. You are a very specific energy. You have to understand that, is what they were saying. But they were like, you need to understand though that you're not like the highest. Like you need to, it was very like, humble yourself. Okay. And I was like, all right. Then it becomes like, then it just like starts to become like kind of like a Black Mirror episode where like, it's like my whole entire like living room changed into the stadium. And when I did this, it was a stadium, but it wasn't full of people. It was full of these little aliens. And it was very like, when you see people like do like the alien emoji, like the fucking alien emoji on your iPhone, right? Like, I think it might look the same. It's probably the same, like, alien shape, like the gray head. Like, it was like that, but there were different colors. They were different colors, though. They were different colors. But they were all over. They were all over, and they were all watching me. They were all watching me. They were all watching me. Okay? They were all watching me. And I was like the present. I was like the present moment, but I was also like the present. Like I was like the gift. Like I was like, oh, I am the main stage, right? Then like, I remember being told like, this is the beginning and you're going to meet a very specific person. Like they're presenting it like a partner, like partnerships. And then it kind of like fades out. And then I was like back in my living room, like everything looked back in my living room, right? But I had a painting that I was about to work on. Like I already set it up, I already painted it black because I knew I wanted a black background. But then I could see these little aliens again. But this time they were singing in my mother's voice. They were singing to me in my mother's voice, and they were comforting me, and they were just telling me I just need to create, and I need to keep going, and I'm divinely loved, and I'm divinely favored, and I just need to keep going. And they were, it was so interesting. It was like songs like I know, like I've known my whole life in a way, but they were sung with like the lyrics were changed so that they were like singing to me, like they were like singing about my life, like we went through my life basically, like went through trauma, and like they like praised it and like corrected, like it was like a healing, it was like an extreme healing thing in my mother's voice. But it was these little aliens, and they were doing this like geometric pattern that I have seen countless times, and I know other people have seen this pattern. That was basically the end of it, and I remember being very much in shock afterwards. And the only thing I could really remember, like the only thing I felt like the need to research after that happened was Ganesh, because it was like, what was that elephant, like God talking? Like who was that? And then I found out like Ganesha was a thing. And that's how kind of like how I started finding out about myself and spirituality, and like all these open up the doors to other religions, because Anna, you're a Christian, just like being open to experience and hear all these different opinions and like prophecies, especially doing with ascension and the soul. I was very interested, um, and I feel very connected to the Hindu gods now. Like they've been a huge thing, like Shiva, Bhavarati, Durga, Kali. It seems like even that, like, it's a very specific like line that I feel connected to, because if you're not familiar with like Hindu gods, and again, I am still very new to this, and I do not want to disrespect anyone who knows so much more and has like been in it for a while, you know. But from my understanding, like, you have Brahma, you have Vishnu, and you have Shiva, and I feel like the Shiva like lineage, like the homies, the group, like has been more popping up, but now it's like other doors are opening too, but it's very much like that has been like grounding me, is what I would say. Okay, so back to the Truman Show. Thank you for watching this. If you aren't watching this, if you're watching this far, you're a real G. You're a real G. But the reason why I was bringing up the Truman Show in this is because of that vision. In the Truman Show, the man is being watched, and then he finds out he's being watched. Okay? And seeing that just reminded me of that vision I had 3 years ago, in which it was like the aliens were like, yo, we're watching you. And I was like, what? Okay. And I'm saying this because it just all seems specific. It all seems too specific to not document it and talk about it and watch what the fuck happens next, is all I'm gonna say. And I hope others of you are brave and do not feel ashamed. But also, if you feel like divine protection, like you need to keep things a secret, because there's certain things I've experienced and done that I absolutely know I want to keep a secret for a while, just because like I want to process doing my own thing. And then it's like knowing other people are not experiencing this and probably aren't going to understand it the same way, and I don't need them to like tarnish or destroy. Like I don't want to go to my garden and I pick up one of my like sunflowers and there's termites on it because I let like unnecessary energy get into my space, my energy field, which is something I want to like end on. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. No, you don't have to do it alone. If you don't believe in that, that's okay. Just know you're fucking powerful and you can't protect your energy by yourself. But if you do believe in other things helping you, like source energy helping you, angels, spirit guides, ancestors, future descendants, even your own alien tribe, I don't know if you're starseed, if you're into that, I don't know. Like, just make sure you're getting protected. Make sure you're calling back your energy. Make sure you're grounding yourself, loving yourself, being empathetic and patient with yourself, because you are so deserving and you are so specific. Like, you are a shining diamond. Please know. Okay. This is like 28 minutes long right now without it being edited, so I think I'm gonna stop. It's like 4 in the morning. Thank you for listening to my divine confession of the day. My name is Aekon Star Elohai. My real name is Skylar Chisholm. Oh, okay, so maybe we should talk. I know I said I was going to cut this off, but I'm just going to keep going because I feel like that's connected to this. I feel like that's a very important part that's connected to this, is I felt very strongly that I needed to change my name. And it's not that I need to be like, oh my god, I hate Skylar Chisholm. Oh my god, I don't like that name. Because I feel like people took it that way, which is so dumb. I forgive you, but it's just dumb. But like, my name, Aekon Star Elohai, is so specific. Elohai, right? If we're Elohai, I pronounce it Elohai. But if you just look at it, some of you might say, that's Elohai. Do you know what Elohai is? I'm going to end on that. Goodbye.